Thank you, sir.
I would like to interrupt. The recording started, right? Yeah, it started. Yeah, we can go.
Okay. Basically, it is very hard to me to do a clerical job like typing, writing, and sitting at one sitting at a place. In the first lockdown, I was very frustrated and getting bored doing humdrum things regularly and like like eating, sleeping, and watching a TV and chatting with my friends. I think it's come across. We all come across this. And then after a new normal days, after that COVID waves, we came to new normal days.
Mom, you're on mute, mom.
Sorry. Huh. After a new normal days, I got a new job which I like most. The job like 50 பரோட்டா சாப்பிட்டா அந்த சாப்பிட்ட பரோட்டா காசே தர வேணாம் 500 ரூபாய் நாங்க தருவோம் அந்த மாதிரி ஜாப் ஓகேங்களா it was feel like I was so happy to do a job and mostly escaped from those job who hurts me a lot. Then that happiness won't last even for 2 days. The second COVID wave again started. The government has implementing the lockdown, second lockdown. This and my favorite company, which I like most, turns to show off the horrible face to me like every day attending a meeting, webinars, giving a report, sending a mail, making a call. Oh my God, I get motivated again. Its pressure is increasing day by day. What can I do? முடியல அது சாமி இந்த வேலைக்கு நான் சாமியாராவே போயிடலாம் like that I feel. Yesterday night Saumini had called me surprisingly. Oh, I started talking. Yes, Saumini, yes, tell me. Again we started my story, my blah 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 story. Saumini said, why madam this much of frustration you have been? For my sake, wait for one more day. We will have a VTC meeting where we get a good solution for that. So today I'm here as a sergeant arm of your Velo Toastmaster Club. Okay, and I'll welcome you. Sorry, very good evening to our fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcoming you all for the 81st section of our Velo Toastmaster Club. Okay, and as a sergeant at arm, I have a responsibility to ensure our Toastmaster Club. As a sergeant at arm, I have a responsibility to ensure the motivation of mission of a Velo Toastmaster Club, and I request you to all repeat take a oath and repeat me. Okay. Okay. Let's start. To provide. Repeat.
To provide.
To provide
Mutually support
Support.
and positive learning environment.
Positive learning
Environment.
Guys, have you taken your break lunch, right? Be louder. Why? Okay. To provide
to provide
Provide.
mutually supportive
mutually supportive
Mutually
and
supportive.
positive learning environment
and positive
And
learning
positive learning
environment
environment.
in every members
in every members
Every
as
members
the opportunity
as an
as
opportunity
the
to
opportunity
develop communication
to develop
develop
communication
and
communication
leadership skills,
and
and
leadership skills,
and leadership
which in
skills.
turn
which in turn
And
foster
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 self-confidence
confidence
and personal growth.
and personal growth.
and personal growth.
Okay, thank you. And to run a successful meeting, we must follow our ground rules. I just read out the ground rules first. Yes, switch off your cameras to show your fabulous faces. Already we have done it. Congrats. Then switch off your mute yourself, mute your mic. Okay, only unmute yourself when you call upon. Second thing, we have to make sure that we don't hurt others' feelings by talking about religious, politics, and gender. Please use virtual claps, thumbs up, signs, and appropriate time. Use a chat box using a speaker while a speaker is on the stage in order to avoid distraction of the speaker. And I request your guest rename yourself with adding prefix guest. And to take meeting further, we have a person called presiding officer. And I want to tell something about presiding officer. My manager always says, Malakshmi, you have to break your own record. But I think so. I didn't. But this person is always break its own record by doing incredible things. And is none other than our president of our Velu Toastmaster Club. Let's put your hands together to welcome our presiding officer, Mr. Surana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mahalakshmi. Thank you, Sergeant at Arms. It's been long that we attended a Velu Toastmasters Club meeting, and you made me feel today that it was indeed a bad thing that we took so long. What a wonderful way to start the meeting today. Kudos to you, Sergeant at Arms. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. First off, the great news. I'm immensely happy to announce that Velu Toastmaster Club has achieved the prestigious President's Distinguished Award. Congratulations to all of us. Let me take this opportunity to express my gratitude to each and every member of our club, especially our Vice President Education, Toastmaster Somani, for her relentless effort. A big round of applause for her, friends. Friends, this calls for a celebration. And once things get normal, we shall celebrate in style. This award has been a great achievement for a nave club such as ours. And it reminds me of how this journey started for me. Last year, when the pandemic hit us, we were forced to go into the lockdown for the very first time. It came to us as a shock, and most of us didn't know how to respond. Well, I was also confused like everyone else, but I knew that adversities always pave way for opportunities. But how do I found this opportunity? That's when I came across an article that opened my eyes. It stated that Isaac Newton discovered gravity between the years 1665-66 when he was forced into self-isolation due to the plague. And the years 1915-1916, when Albert Einstein gave the world the theory of relativity, yes, you guessed it, it was quarantine time. That's when I realized, while we are restrained from going out, why not venture inside? I took this little journey and I was inspired to address the worst fear that I have, the fear of public speaking. You must be wondering, why am I saying all this to you? Well, because it was the June of 2020 when I first heard about something called Toastmasters Club and joined this club the very next day. I vividly remember the sessions were in their 40s when I joined. And here we are, the 81st session with a President's Distinguished Award. In a year gone by, Velu Toastmasters Club has not only grown in numbers, but also at quality. And I am just glad that I found my opportunity amidst this adversity. With this, let me welcome you all to the 81st session of Velu Toastmasters Club. And I hereby declare this session open. Now, before I hand over the session to our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Bharat, who will moderate today's session on the theme, Keep Calm. That's what we are not supposed to do at Toastmasters Club when the energy is flowing so relentlessly beautiful. Let me take a moment to welcome our newest member, Dr. Shanti, to our club fold. Toastmaster Shanti is a doctorate and is a professor at the Amity University, Chennai. May I now please request Dr. Shanti to share a few words with us. Dr. Shanti, can you unmute and share a few words with us, please?
Good evening, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. Suddenly you asked me to.
Good evening, ma'am. Welcome to the club, and we hope that we all grow together.
Okay, yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. With
Thank
this, yes. With this, I'd like to call the guest on the floor today to come and share a few words with us. I see guest Abdul Rahman, please. Can you unmute and share a few words with us?
Yes, sure, sir.
Welcome, Abdul.
Thank you, sir. I am Abdul Rahman from Vellore, sir. I have completed my CSC graduation in C. Abdul Hakim College of Engineering and Technology in the year of 2021. And about coming to my family, I have one elder brother and younger sister.
How did you find about us, Abdul, Vellore Toastmasters Club?
Yeah, I have a mentor called Shabana.
Okay.
She referred us I want to speak in English. I told her I want to speak in English. So she recommended that Toastmasters is a way to learn more things, to get communicate with each other. So I come to that Toastmasters is the best way to communicate in English. So that I came here.
Exactly, Abdul. Your mentor did just the right thing. Toastmasters Club is the right place where you have to, you can hone your communication and leadership skills. And I'll be glad to inform you that Vellore Toastmasters Club is the only community club of Toastmasters at Vellore. I'll come by the end to get your feedback on how our session was.
Sure.
I request
Sure.
other guests to please come forward. Thank you, Abdul.
Thank you, sir.
May I request other guests to please come forward? Pratyusha, can we have a few words from you?
Sure, sir. Good evening, everybody. So, myself, Pratyusha, I'm a student at VIT and also a classmate of Savni. Savni was the one who introduced me to Toastmaster Club, as I'm a person who wants to speak so much about the things but always find difficult to go and speak with the people. So, here I am attending the session.
Thank you, Pratisha, for joining us. I'm sure you must have changed the huge transformation in Somini by now.
Yes, sir.
I'll get back to you for your feedback towards the end, Pratyusha. I'm sure you're going to have a lovely time around here. Thank you for joining us. Please stay with us.
Thank you.
Friends, now, without further delay, let me hand over the further proceedings of the day in the able hands of our Toastmaster of the day, the very, very efficient Toastmaster Bharat.
I need pin drop silence in this classroom today. Have you ever experienced this in your life? Well, every one of us might have experienced this scenario in our school days. But now, what do you think is being calm? Is it just shutting your mouth like a monkey? Or is it just not making any noise? But it's completely different from all of this. So I'm here today to help you learn what is being calm. So let's get into the session. And before that, I would like to ask a question to all of you. How many of you right here are the fans of Chennai Super Kings? Just raise your hands. Well, I could see many hands right here. So I have many enemies right here in the meeting, I believe. Yes, because I'm a fan of Mumbai Indians. So Chennai Super Kings and the Mumbai Indians are always the rival teams when it comes to IPL. It always seems like an India-Pakistan match. But even though we have a lot of rivalry things, but we have one person in common whom we all like. Yes, it's none other than Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Yes, he's one of the greatest cricketer in the Indian cricket history because he made one India many cups. Especially, he made one India the World Cup in 2011 against Sri Lanka. And do you know why people admire him the most? It's because he's always being calm, especially when he was under the stressful situation. He will just keep himself calm and take the right decisions, and that will take the India to the victory line. So I hope I have made you guys clear on the difference between shutting your mouth and keeping calm. So let's get into the meeting. So today we have a friend, so who is the coolest person in the meeting, and it's none other than the general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Vijay Surana. So the Captain Cool Toastmaster Vijay Surana, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Hello once again, friends. Are you aware, as you are aware, that our meeting comprises of 3 segments: the prepared speeches, the table topic sessions, and the evaluation segment. I shall be moderating the evaluation portion of the meeting today. I will be your general evaluator. The general evaluator evaluates everything that goes on during the club meeting. In addition, the general evaluator conducts the evaluation portion of the meeting and is responsible for the speech evaluators and the evaluation team, the timer, the R counter, and the grammarian, but also known as the tag team. Now, to explain the tag team's individual role, let me call upon stage, first off, the timer. Toastmaster Anandan, please.
Good evening, guests and Toastmasters, VTC Toastmaster members. I will be the timer for today's session. And my job is to time, because without timing, the session will not end. It will be an unlimited session. So the speakers, they have their time limit is 5 minutes to 7 minutes. Every 5 minutes, once the 5 minutes over, I will be showing an yellow card. At 6 minutes, I will be showing a green card, and at 7 minutes, I will be showing a red card. After the red card, 7 minutes, there is 20 minutes buffer time, and if the speaker continues more than that, he will be disqualified.
Friends, I think we've lost Toastmaster Anandan. Until he joined back, may I please now call upon stage the R counter, Toastmaster Tarun, with his first role.
Thank you,
Toastmaster Tarun.
I'm visible and audible. Thank you, General Evaluator. So, failure is stepping stone to success. True. Only when we identify our shortcomings and improve on them continuously. Likewise, in speeches, the use of unnecessary words like so, and interjections such as can make our speeches less effective, and also shows a lack of confidence in speaker. So today in our counter, I will keep track of all such words used by the speaker and report to TMOD, General Evaluator. Over to you, General.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun. Last but not the least, may we have the grammarian, Toastmaster Kirtana, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. As my role as a grammarian, I have the responsibility to see the proper use of English and give constructive feedback. And I have to introduce the word of the day, which is halcyon. Halcyon. It means calm. It means calm days. I'll share the word of the day in the screen. Can you see it? I request all the fellow Toastmasters to use the word of the day. Please take note of the word of the day. You'll be getting brownie points to use the word of the day. And at the end of the speech, I'll be giving my report to you. Thank you. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keertana. With this, let me hand over the further session in the able hands of Toastmaster Bharat.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for the wonderful introduction about your team. So now it's time to hear the speeches. So firstly, we have a speaker who is a person who is more curious and always seeking for answers. And I could really say that this person is one of the gems in our VTC club. Yes, it's none other than Toastmaster Kriti Surana for you. So before I call upon the speaker, I would like to call the speaker's evaluator, Toastmaster Saumini. Toastmaster Saumini, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Today, Toastmaster Kriti is pursuing her pathway in presentation mastery and will be delivering her level 1 project 2, which is called evaluation and feedback. This project contains 2 speeches that has to be delivered, and today Toastmaster Kriti will be delivering her first speech. The purpose of this speech is for the Toastmaster to present a speech on any kind of topic of their choice, receive feedback and apply that feedback to their second speech. That means she's going to take the feedback that I'm going to give today and apply it to her second speech, which she'll be delivering on a different date. Apart from that, I'll be looking at various other parameters for a good speech like clarity, vocal variety, audience awareness, eye contact, hand gestures, and comfort level of the speaker. Toastmaster Kriti, our most vibrant and curious member, all the best to you. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, evaluator, for the wonderful introduction. So Kriti, are you ready? Yeah, good. So Toastmaster Kriti, a step towards zero waste. A step towards zero waste. Toastmaster Kriti, over to you.
Am I audible and visible? Yeah, okay, I'll start. Thank you, TMOD. I'll start. Nice chocolate. Nice chocolate. Stop! Put it in dustbin. If you want, you put it, Kriti. Why do people think it is uncool to put in dustbin? Why do they treat dustbin as untouchables? Why do they feel lazy to put in dustbin? Wait, is it just about throwing waste in dustbin? Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. In everyday life, we generate a lot of waste, starting our day with toothbrush, toothpaste tubes, newspaper, fruit peel, footwear, clothes, phone, laptops, napkins, diapers, etc. All these products have an end life. Have you ever wondered where these products end up? Our country generates 62 metric ton of solid waste, in which 42 metric ton is collected. Further, 11.9 metric ton is treated, and the rest 33 metric ton is thrown in landfill sites or thrown in water bodies or dumped in landfill sites. A year ago, when I visited the Brindavan Garden in Mysore, where you can witness the magnificent Krishna Rajasagara Dam, which is built across the river Kaveri, I was stunned to see lot of waste dumped by the tourists visiting the garden. Even though there were several dustbins surrounding the place, I could see a lot of food items and other packed items in the river. I thought, why are these people so lazy and irresponsible in not putting in dustbin and also spoiling the historical places? Then I thought, even though if they put in dustbin, where it's going to land up, it's going to be either thrown on water bodies or on land. These waste dumps have adverse impacts on environment and public health. Open dumps release methane from decomposition of biodegradable waste under anaerobic conditions, absence of free oxygen, which causes fires, explosions, and is a major contributor of global warming. There are also problems associated with odor and migration of lichens to receiving waters. I'll tell you about an incident which happened in 2015. Due to improper waste management in Thiruvananthapuram, the state capital of Kerala, waste generated in that city was dumped in a village at a site in the village called Villapisala. Due to this, the residents of the village faced respiratory illness and the water quality was plummeted. Another similar situation regarding this improper solid waste management, which happened in Kolkata, the state capital of West Bengal, which experienced a dengue fever outbreak. This was likely due to the rainwater contaminating the non-biodegradable waste, providing a nesting ground for mosquitoes, thus making the mosquitoes transmit the disease. This also affects animals when they eat something from waste, causing ulcers in stomach, growth problems, and ultimately a premature death. Thus, improper waste management can lead to innumerable public health issues, many of which will lead to domino effect and will snowball with each other. According to United Nations, the world population is to exceed 8.5 million times in 2030. Now, do you realize how much now it's time for us to think how much waste we generate on daily basis? For our ecosystem, surroundings, and future generation, we need to reduce the waste we generate through prevention, reduction, recycling, and reuse. And as a part of this circular economy, with the aim of minimizing the impact on health and environment. Government has taken several initiatives, but a major change can happen when we as an individuals come forward and take steps to reduce the waste we generate on daily basis. Our own legend, Mahatma Gandhi, said that change yourself first before telling others to change. So I have taken a few initiatives so that you guys too can incorporate in your life. Number one, use a reusable bottle or cup whenever you wherever you go. I know you might all be having a reusable water bottle, but do you use it all the time? You can put that reusable bottle to use, save money, and reduce waste. You can also reduce the cost of buying other beverages when you travel. This will eliminate the one-time use containers. Number two, shop from local farmer market and buy in bulk to reduce packaging. Shopping at your local farmers is a win-win situation. Win-win. First, you'll be supporting local farmers while you'll get fresher ingredients than you might find in other big grocery stores. Food produced locally need not be shipped as well as refrigerated. Local farmers also rely less on packaging. Number three, compost your fruit and vegetable peel in your garden, or you can give the edible part to animals. The edible part can be fed to animals. And number four, you can whenever you travel or you go for purchasing clothes or buying groceries, you can have a handy bag with you, reusable bags with you. These are the solutions. If you guys come up with more solutions, please do share. I would like to conclude by saying waste isn't a waste until you waste it. And would humbly request to make sure where is your waste going and how much waste you generate on daily basis. Do segregate your waste and make sure it reaches the right place. These small steps can help our ecosystem happier and healthier. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kriti, for that amazing speech. It's indeed a really important topic for every one of us to listen to the society. So now we can have a 1 minute of silence and you can give your feedbacks to Toastmaster Kriti through personally or you can use the chat box. And timer, please inform me when the 1 minute is over.
Time up. Time up, TMOD.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you, timer. So now it's time to hear the second speech. So moving on to the second speaker, she is a person who has always tried to do her best in everything she does. Yes, the second gem in our meeting, it's none other than Toastmaster Darshini for you. So before I call upon the speaker, I would like to call the speaker's evaluator, Toastmaster Ritik. Toastmaster Ritik, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Calmness and silence does different things to different people. Some people get humdrummed by it. Some people take it as an opportunity to learn more about themselves. And some break the silence and change the world. Swami Vivekananda united an entire nation when he said in his speech, "Sisters and brothers of America." He not only broke the silence, but along with it, the difference of race and religion between people. Elon Musk's mission to take humanity to Mars might sound bonkers if you think about it, but he had the courage to break the silence and envision human beings' potential to be a multiplanetary species. The South Korean boy band, BTS, they broke their silence to tell their story through music. These are just few examples, but take this platform as a playground to break your silence and speak up, and maybe change a few people along the way. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, Toastmaster Darshini will be delivering her second speech from Project 2, Feedback and Evaluations from her pathway, Visionary Communication. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that she has applied the feedback received from her first speech. I'll also be looking at the basic elements of public speaking like clarity, vocal variety, audience awareness, so on and so forth. Toastmaster Darshini, break the silence and also break some legs. Back to you, Tia Modi.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik, for the wonderful introduction. Yeah. So Toastmaster Darshini, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Darshini, every so often be a potato intentionally. Every so often, be a potato intentionally. Toastmaster Darshini, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. The 40-hour work week was adopted in 1914 when Henry Ford scaled the work week down from 48 hours to 40 hours a week, correctly believing productivity would improve. Productivity and hustle, or the hustle culture, is the idea where you should be constantly working towards something. Social media has caused productivity culture spread like wildfire. Society has put into people's mind that a person has to be productive and perfect all the time, if not, the person is not considered worthy or successful. We all have been carried away in the productivity culture. We are humans, but we treat ourselves like machines. Many of us even forget that machines need periodical maintenance, and some cannot be operated beyond time defined. As I was researching on productivity, I found few articles which were very interesting, which worked on the idea of productivity culture. A journal article published in 2017 by the Columbia Business School caught my eye. This journal is called Conspicuous Consumption of Time, when busyness and lack of leisure time become a status symbol. This paper says that people's worth or their perceived worth is determined by how productive or busy the person is. In this paper, they conducted a quantitative research on Americans and Europeans, and they found out that the Americans' perceived worth was determined based on the long work hours, and the Europeans' perceived worth was determined based on short work hours. Interesting, right? The year 2020 taught me a lot of things, with productivity culture being the first. So everyone in here knows that I'm a business major, and initially when I entered college, I had no clue about anything about business. So I got carried away in the productivity culture, and I was very dedicated towards academics, but at the same time I had no friends, I had no fun. I was in fact spending all my weekends in a coaching class for an entrance where others were having fun, and I also interned during a summer when others were vacationing. If everyone or anyone in here is going to be like, wow, that's great, I want to be that productive, don't. Really, don't. That's insane. When you overwork and don't give your body enough time or enough rest, your body will make you and force you to take that rest. And that's exactly what happened with me when I had to write 8 research papers and I was completely burnt out and I had no energy or no motivation to do it. I literally gave up, and my deadline was on March 16, 2020. I haven't completed my projects, and on the evening of March 15, we received an email from the college saying that the college is closing due to the pandemic. Thank God I was lucky. I had the time to re-energize during the pandemic lockdown, which roughly took me around a month of doing nothing. Eventually, I did write those 8 papers, but that is when it hit me hard and I realized that I never re-energized or took time off. I do have good grades and cleared the entrance, but I don't have a college experience. I forgot to live in the moment, being carried away in the productivity culture. So let's all of us just be realistic and learn 4 things today. Number 1, know the difference between being efficient and overworking yourself. Number 2, let's be productive when it's needed and also have some average mediocre days. Number 3, give yourself enough rest then and there and re-energize yourself. Number 4, overworking will eventually affect your motivation and creativity. Let me conclude by saying the problem with productivity culture is that we aren't robots. Let me repeat that again. The problem with productivity culture is that we aren't robots. I'm not telling anyone not to be productive. I'm just trying to tell people to be productive only when it's needed and also have average mediocre days. And don't compare yourself and don't feel guilty for giving yourself the time to heal and re energize. The society has set the bars for pretty much everything. I know the society sees productivity culture in a different way, but let's just change the way it's looked at. I mean, this is not the first time that we are going against this society. So might as well add this one to the list and every so often be a potato intentionally. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshini, for giving a wonderful speech with your beautiful ideas on being a potato. So now we can have a 1 minute of silence and you can give your feedback to Toastmaster Darshini. And timer, please inform me when the 1 minute is over. Thank you, Toastmaster Anandan. So guys, we all think that stress is a bad thing in our life, but I could say it is one of the important things that we all should learn to. Because whenever we are under stressful situation, we could learn the coping strategies that will help us remain calm. Because when you're under the pressure, you will learn how to handle it. It's like the stress is giving you the training to be calm. So often when you're under pressure, our mind will turn into two types of modes. It can either fight or flight. So the modes are the fight mode or the flight mode. So you can either fight against the pressure and you can win the match, or you can just turn yourself the flight mode and you can just completely lost that. So to handle the pressure, we have a session in Toastmasters. So you will be put under pressure and you have to show your best at the time. So decide whether you're going to switch on to the fight mode or flight mode. And the session is called the Table Topic Masters. And the Table Topic Master of today is Toastmaster Devendran. So Toastmaster Devendran, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. First of all, I would like to apologize to everyone that I couldn't turn off my video because of the power failure here. So, good evening, Toastmasters and guests. If you struggle with anxiety, you know it's like to deal with an ongoing worry and panic. Asking the solution-based questions allows you to replace that worry with positive answers, and that shift in focus can bring you sense of peace. Our brain always can think only one thought at a time. So now try to think that your account balance is think about your account balance at the month end. It's really very sad, right? So at the same time, now ask yourself to recall your proudest moment. Have you noticed that interrupting your negative thoughts by asking a quality question automatically shifts your focus from negative to positive? So, solution-based questions always stimulate your brain in a way that causes to release of serotonin, which is basically a calm hormone. This release of serotonin allows your brain to relax, which helps you to find answers and solutions to which we were worried for. So when you are worried or afraid or at a panic position, just stop, take a break, take a deep breath, and stop asking yourself the question: is actually worth for it or not? So here in table topic section, I would like to give some situation in your life or questions on how you have overcome your stressed situations. So on seeing these questions, don't be panic. Take a deep breath, and then you can proceed on your questions. Okay. So for that, you will be given a 1 to 2 minutes of time and a 30 seconds of a grace time before and after your speech. Timer will show you a green card at 1 minute, yellow at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. And this session is mainly to develop our impromptu speaking skills. And as Toastmaster Bharat has also chosen a wonderful topic like keep calm. But in this session, actually, you don't want to be a calm. So please come forward and take a topic. Is there anyone else? Can you please unmute and say so that you can pick up a question?
Yes, sir.
So your good name, sir?
So Tarun.
Tarun. Okay. So what new information could help you to deal with your fearful thoughts? I repeat, what new information could help you to deal with your fearful thoughts?
Okay, sir. So, can I use my buffer time 30 seconds? Sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. I'm ready. So can I speak?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I can.
So it was back in 2018 when I was getting training at National Defense Academy, Khadakwasle. So it was almost a month after I got inducted into National Defense Academy. So it was our first cross country run for about 18 kilometers. So when I first heard about 18 kilometers, so my first thought came to my mind was, how can I run 18 kilometers? I have not ran for around 2 kilometers in my life. So, but it was for a squadron. If I don't run, we all squadron for about 20 people would be punished. So for my team, so I had to run. So I had continuously in my mind that how can I run 18 kilometers? My mind was continuously saying to me, Tharun, 18 kilometers. How? So then our instructor came and he said, don't think about 18 kilometers. Just take one step at moments, take one step. And I think the best way in panic to overcome is just talk to yourself, say yourself it's okay, you can do this, every moment is very necessary. So I would say the best way to fight wrong thoughts is just talk to yourself, say good things. It may be not true, but our subconscious mind doesn't know all these things. So talk to yourself, say all these things which are good. So over to you, table topic master. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun. That was really a wonderful topic, wonderful speech. So now let's move on to our second topic. Can I have a second volunteer, please? Can anyone unmute yourself?
Yeah, Esther. Yeah, Kirtana here.
Okay. So your topic will be, when you are in a stressed situation, what enhances you mentally or physically? I repeat,
What enhances?
what enhances you mentally or physically?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. The topic is what enhances me, mentally or physically. During a stress, even now when we have a table topic speeches, I'm actually stressful. But I think both physically and mentally, few things will help to reduce the stress. Taking a deep breath will calm you down. And also giving positive affirmations inside your mind will also give stress relief. These are the two things that I think I will follow. And I think both combined, this human body is both physical and mental. When if you are not having your mind, then you are considered as in a vegetable state. If you don't have your body, of course, you are a ghost. So the both, it has to be in sync, and both will actually give you a good result in reducing the stress. So I think we have to follow good mental and physical habits, regular habits, to keep ourselves stress free every day. It's not just for one day, we have to do it every day and make it a habit. And this is the right time, and highly we have to follow all these things like yoga, meditation, physical exercise, and all these things. So, thank you, table topic masters. I think, yeah.
Thank you, Toastmaster
Thank you.
Kirtana. So now let's have a third topic, and guest can also be a participant. Can anyone?
So Shanti ma'am has raised her hand.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, ma'am. So your topic will be, when you are stressed, what is the one small step that you can take right now to feel better? I repeat, when you are in stress, what's one small step that you could take to feel better?
Good evening to all. Thank you very much to give this opportunity. Okay. What I do means, maybe I have stressed means I have to write all the things what I think. What are the matters maybe stressed to me? I wrote in the paper. Okay. After that, I feel better. Similarly, I am doing. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So really, that writing problems in the paper and observing it and reading on that and overcoming those problems will be solving many of the issues, I think. So now let's move on to our last topic. Can anyone please volunteer?
So Darshini is raising hand.
Darshini, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I'll volunteer.
Okay. Okay. So Toastmaster Darshini, your topic will be, what do you have in your life right now to be grateful for? I repeat, what do you have in your life right now to be grateful for?
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. I'm Dashni, and my topic today is, what do you have in your life right now to be grateful for? So let's just consider the current situation. With the pandemic going on, I'm thankful that all of the people that I know are safe and they have food, shelter, and clothes to wear. Let's just be thankful for those things. And I am thankful that I have parents who actually understand what I say, because I have been having a lot of things going on due to the pandemic, switching from online in person to online with everything, and it has actually affected me and my health as well. My parents are very chill and they don't do this typical parenting thing where they say that you're just saying all these things just to get away from a lot of things, and I'm thankful for them for understanding whatever I say. The second thing that I will be thankful is the friend circle that I have. They listen to me, listen to whatever rants I do patiently without saying, no, you're just doing this. No, they don't do that. So I'm thankful for the friends I have. And towards the end, I am thankful to God that He's keeping all of us safe. And I would also like to tell one thing considering the pandemic situation. All of you should be happy with what you have, because only with what you have, everyone's just here right now attending this session. So thank you for the opportunity, and thank you. I would like to conclude.
Thank you, Toastmaster Darshini, for taking up the last topic. So thanks for all for joining and choosing the topics. And there is a famous quote that when one door of happiness closes, another opens. But often we look so long at the closed door that we do not see which one is open for us. So when we are stressed on something, be calm and ask some positive questions on us by our own, and create your own path in a positive way, because life is not about finding ourselves, it's about creating ourselves. Thank you, and over to TM.
Thank you, Table Topic Master, for conducting such a wonderful table topic session. And the topics were really relating to the theme. Thanks for that. So now I'm going to give some of the tips that can help you being calm. So the first tip is that focus on the positive things. So in every worst situations, our mind is always will be thinking the worst part of life, and this is called the catastrophic thinking. So this thinking will make you and increase your anxiety and the panic feelings. So you should always learn to think positive in every kind of situation, and that will help you get rid of that. And the second tip is that get a good sleep. The worst situation will always be worse when you haven't have a good night's sleep, because especially when you're working under a lot of pressure, you really need a good sleep, because a sleep can help you make your mind more clear and give you a calm perspective in whatever you do. And moving on to the third tip, so as how the sleep is important, that is exercise is also important for your life, because exercises will prompt the hormones, I mean the feel good hormones, and that will help our mind to be happy, and that will even help us to think in positive way. And eventually these things will remind you and make you calm in every situation and make you successful in life. And I have a few more tips to go. And before that, I would like to call the coolest person in the meeting, the general evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Vijay Surana. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. What a wonderful session it has been. Welcome to the evaluation segment of today's meeting. Let me first call upon the evaluator of the first speaker, Toastmaster Soumini, please.
Give me a second one. I'll be back. Thank you, General Evaluator. So, Toastmaster Kriti. She began with very good clarity and prolonged that clarity, took that clarity till the end. Every single word that she said registered in our minds, and there wasn't a place where her words were fumbled and any such sort of thing. The whole speech was very clear, so great job on that. And Toastmaster Kriti made use of PPTs. and which was eponymous with her pathway presentation mastery. I think none of us pursuing the pathway presentation mastery are using the PowerPoint presentations. You are the first one to do so. So great job on that. That gave support to the pathway that you are pursuing. Most of the time that we do our speeches, we don't abide by the path that we are pursuing and give only the speeches according to the purpose of the speech. And when she said fires and explosions, she used suitable hand gestures that was good for a script that was very informational, that would bore anybody out of their mind on any afternoon. And she had very good structure in her script. She started off in a very comical way, put in all the information in the middle, and ended her script in again a comical way, asking us all a question, which thereby connected the audience. And finally, we could see how much of how much of research Kriti had done to script her speech. We could see how much of tedious research that has gone into her speech, which is a very big inspiration to all of us speakers, to give a well-researched speech rather than a very lethargic one. And there are a few places where she could improve her speech. And the first one was how she opened. I felt that the way she opened was is called soliloquy, a term in English plays, which means an act of speaking one's thoughts aloud by oneself or regardless of hearers, especially by a character in a play. So usually theater actors who place this component in their play scripts. So that it's purely a component of theater. So when we speakers are giving speeches on stage, that which is a completely different area, that clashes, and it will be good if monologues and soliloquies are avoided in speeches. And then the overuse of depicting handshakes, like when she said toothpaste and all other things, I felt the excessive hand gestures were used. And the pitch variance, the whole speech I felt was in a very high pitch. When we tend to do so, the next sentences that we bring in our speech we tend to forget what's coming next, because we are so forced to keep the pitch over there. So to conclude, Toastmaster Kriti had very good clarity, very good usage of PPT, and condensed actions in some places, had very good structure, research, and the few places where she could improve herself was cutting the usage of soliloquy, overuse of actions, and the pitch variance in her voice. Over to the Toastmaster of the general evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumini. Next up, we have the evaluator for the second speaker, Toastmaster Ritik. Can we have him, please?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. A classic speech, they say, opens up with a quote or a fact or a joke or a stats. But today, Toastmaster Darshini, you didn't have to do any of this. You had everyone's attention right from your topic. Good evening, Toastmasters, and especially you, Toastmaster Darshini. Here are two things that really stood out in your speech today. The structure of your speech, it was well structured with respect to time events, facts, place, and more importantly, your personal life experiences. The key message, which was to break the myth of productivity, was well maintained and aligned to your speech from start till the end of your speech. Job well done. Here's the second element that really stood out was the personal story you narrated from your own college life. You have actually experienced these issues, and everyone at one point in our lives have experienced these. So personal stories are what connect to the audience at the core level. Job well done, Toastmaster Darshini. However, every speech has a potential to be taken to next level. So here are two recommendations. The style of your speech you have chosen is informational. Now, the challenge with informational speech is that it's very difficult to retain audience's awareness, audience's interest till the last end of the speech. So this You can try adding a little bit of humor, a little bit of body language, and elements like these to retain audience's interest. And I would like to challenge you that when you deliver your speech next time, stand up, use your body language to paint the pictures from your speech so that audience can actually visualize what you're saying. Doing this at an online platform can be a little challenging. That's why I'm challenging you with this. And congratulations, Toastmaster Darshini, on completing your level 2 project 2 objectives successfully and also improving on your previous recommendations. Today, Toastmaster Darshini, I'm taking home that people's worth is not determined by how busy they are, but what they are busy doing. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ritik. Now moving ahead, may we have the timer, Toastmaster Anandan, with his report, please.
Good evening, my dear friend, VTC club members and guests. Sorry for the first interruption. My net was problem while I was explaining about the details of the timing. And now I would like to tell you the actual timing the speakers, the evaluators, and the table topic speakers took. First, Kirti Surana just managed to take 7 minutes, 20 seconds, and she's qualified for the session. Second speaker, Darshini, took 5 minutes and 40 seconds. First evaluator, Saumani, took 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So she's also qualified. Second evaluator, Ritik, took 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Table topic speaker, first Tarun, took 1 minute and 30 seconds. Second table topic speaker, Kirtana, took 1 minute and 15 seconds. Third table topic speaker, Shanti, took just 17 minutes and for her speech. Shanti madam, your timing for table topic speeches is 2 minutes and you still have a buffer time of 30 seconds. So 2 minutes and 30 seconds you can talk. Anyway, no problem. You did a good job. It was your first time and you are so bold enough to speak it out. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you.
Next, Darshini. Darshini took 1 minute and 25 seconds. So everybody is qualified except Shanti madam, and over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anandan. Next up, may I please request the R counter for today, Toastmaster Tarun, with his report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So I have categorized into 3 parts, where first Toastmasters with no R counts, second with less than 5, and third with more than 5. So no R counts are first Toastmaster Saumini, second Toastmaster Ritvik, and third Toastmaster Shanti ma'am. And those with less than 5 R counts, Toastmaster Kirtana ma'am, Toastmaster Kriti, Toastmaster Dev sir, Toastmaster Darshini, and Toastmaster Tarun. And there were no one who exceeded more than 5. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tarun. Now may I please request Toastmaster Kirtana with her grammarian report, please.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Today, as a grammarian report, I see that nobody used the word of the day, maybe because I didn't explain the word properly. So let me tell the words that they have used. Kriti used the phrase snowball effect, which means a situation, an action that's caused by a similar act. And she also quoted Gandhiji's quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world." And coming to Ritik, he used the word humdrum, which means boring. and multi-planetarian species, which I really liked. Darshini used the word hustle culture, which means doing something very fast, and conspicuous consumption. That means also slow usage. I mean, it means expenditure of time on luxuries, wasting your time. And hustle culture, yeah, I told hustle culture. And coming to TMOD, Bharat, he used the word catastrophic, means suffering, and fight or flight, which was a very good term. And coming to table topic master, Mr. Devendran sir, he used the word serotonin, which is the mood stabilizing hormone, which was very scientific and cool word to use. And Saumini, she used sololoquy, which means act of speaking of one thoughts by themselves, like a monologue. So this is my grammarian report. Thank you, guys. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kirtana. I would require a few minutes to compile my report, General Evaluator's report. Meanwhile, may I request Toastmaster Saumini to take over and please call on the guests for their feedbacks.
Sir, I think it would be good if the PO does that.
I am the PO, Saumini, and I am the General Evaluator. Can you please take over?
Yes, sure. Okay, so can we have the guest feedback from first Niyamatullah? How did you like our session?
First of all, thank you very much for giving this opportunity to give a feedback. And I believe this is a wonderful session, and this is the first session of me. And I am joining this because I want to learn and I want to gain more knowledge about English, and I want to speak in a bold manner with everyone and come over with every positive things. And I hope it will be a very wonderful session, and I will become very good learner in English. It's a wonderful session. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. We hope you come to our sessions again. And yeah, and next we have our guest Pratyusha. How did you feel about the session?
Good evening again. So the session was really very wonderful. And I think this platform is really so good that it supports each other to overcome their fears. So I learned so many good things and informative things too. Like as the Toastmaster Dashil said, being a potato. Yes, it was a good session. Thank you.
Thank you, Pratyusha, for highlighting what you've learned. It means a lot to us. And finally, we have guest Abdul Rahman. Can we have a few words?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for giving me an opportunity to give a feedback. It's a great moment that it's a first moment that I have gathered most of the new words from the Toastmaster, and I have learned more things which will be helpful for me to communicate with others in future. And also, I have learned new things more. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. We learn we learn new things every single day on this platform. That's how we grow. Over to the General Evaluator and Presiding Officer, Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saumini, and thank you, guest. We are glad that you were here today. Coming up with the evaluations report. I'll have a little detailed report today, so please kindly bear with me. First off, we started 5 minutes delayed, but I hope that was justified because we were on time. Everybody has attended the meeting, they joined the meeting, and we could have started, but we were just checking the things. So we can come to the normalization of 5 minutes and we can start on time. We started around 4:35 p.m. That's 5 minutes delayed, and I hope we can work on that. Coming to Sergeant at Arms, wonderful show put on, Mahalakshmi. You had such energy and you did a very great job, uplifting the moods, connecting to the theme, and giving the vibes which are required to start the meeting. A wonderful show put on. My only recommendation would is to kindly not steal the show from the speakers. A sergeant at arms should limit their speech, the monologue, for maximum up to 2.5 minutes and not more than that. Speech, although it was very entertaining, very interested, it was very long. Kindly try to reduce it and please let others, the speakers, the stars of the day, have the limelight. Going next to the timer. Toastmaster Anandan sir. You had a very great and very precise, concise report at your end, sir. The only lackluster which I found with your report was that you were not able to use the virtual timer cards. I would suggest that you can connect with any one of us and get to know how this MS Team works. I understand that we've been doing it on Zoom and you might not know how to do it in MS Teams. You can reach out to any one of us and we can have a demo session for this and you can use the timer cards then. But I should congratulate for you, to improvise on the requirement at that time, and that shows the quality of a true leader to come up with solutions when we are faced with problems. Wonderful, sir. Congratulations on that. And while coming to the timer report, you did justice and you informed. The only recommendation I would give there is kindly inform in a precise way whether all the speakers are qualified or disqualified. That should be done, sir. Next up, the R counter. Congratulations, Tarun, on your first role. And I should say that it did not seem to be the first role. You delivered with such efficiency and such command that I should say, that I'm overwhelmed with your performance. This goes on to show that you worked very hard in understanding what our counter's role is, and you put in energy into the script. Coming, with a theme-based script on a very first meeting is wonderful. Many congratulations to you, Tarun. And I should also say that your report was also very concise, to the point, and it met the requirements which are needed. One thing which I was recommend you is to kindly give us a report on how, what are our counters, how do we commit this, and all those things in between our speeches. Our counter can always go extended and, inform or teach or guide the speakers on how they can reduce and why it happens. That was one thing which you can work upon. Otherwise, your first role was very spectacular. Congratulations to you. Next up is the grammarian. Grammarian was Toastmaster Kirtana. I'm sorry for that. Kirtana, congratulations. One thing I would like to say is that, the word of the day, we have to choose the word of the day, which, is not very tough. And you need to deliver the word of the day by announcing the word of the day, pronouncing it, then spelling it out, then giving examples on how to use it, and also promote members or calling someone to use it, so that the message reaches to the members and all of us, we know that what is the word and how we can use it. So kindly start doing that. Next up, grammarian report. When you started with your introduction, you immediately ran into the grammarian, the word of the day. The ideal way to start a grammarian's introduction is to talk about what a grammarian role is about and what you're going to do, what are your roles and responsibility, and what you're going to regulate in the meeting. So no, you can come up with that. You can go through some videos and you can connect to other members to understand that and work on the script, basic script, at least on grammarian's role. And coming back to the report was very good. I'd like to especially congratulate you on noting down specific special words used by all the speakers and mentioning them. That takes a lot of attention, and it shows your meticulous listening skills, going to the speakers line by line and noting them at that speed, and even coming up with the meanings of them and explaining that. That's a wonderful job. But again, I would like to say you that the grammarian's job is also to give a grammarian's report. You also need to highlight where have we gone wrong, and you can correct us where we have gone wrong. That should be also included in the grammarian's report. And going for the word of the day, I've said you kindly try to use a more easier word and approach, approach the word with explaining the word and then spelling it out, pronouncing it, calling out members to, use it. That should be the right way to do it. But many congratulations on, the meticulous listening skills that you had. Next up, we have the Table Topics Master, Dev sir. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful session you had. I should say you meticulously planned it, sir. You had the introduction properly based on the theme. You connected the introduction of table topic session to the theme, and you made sense, that why we should keep calm and why this exercise of table topic session is going to be effective towards that. Many congratulations on that. Coming to the table topics, which you've chosen, very, very apt. It was easy, everybody could relate to it. They can stand in the shoes of those topics and they can easily come and deliver them. That's the beauty of a table topic master, when he gives topics that people are willing to come up and deliver. Very wonderfully done, sir. Two recommendations I have for you is that one, somewhere you did not explain what is table topic session and why do we do it. Please kindly try to do it. So I believe, that was not reached out properly with the timing and what is a table topic session, why do we promote it, because, guests, no, none of the guests, I think they understood it, they came forward to it. Maybe this was one of the reasons because they did not understand it. And when our first time table topic session, our new member, Toastmaster Shanti, many congratulations on her to be brave enough to come and speak on table topics. The very first session, she came, probably she did not understand that minimum she had to speak for 1 minute. The onus falls on the table topic master to inform that. Also the timer is supposed to inform, that the table topics will be from 1 minute to 2 minutes. And also the table topics master has to inform that. Otherwise, a very great and very interactive session, sir. Please try to not call the role players first on table topic sessions. Kindly try to, it's very good to give a demo by our own member so that guests are motivated to come and speak. It's very good to start with one of our members. Let's try to avoid the role players even if they raise their hand. Try to look out for a member who does not have an active role. That's the way to do it. Otherwise, a very, very wonderful session, sir. Many congratulations to you. Now, the evaluators, both of us, wonderful. I don't think, there's a need to evaluate these evaluators. When I don't know where's the room for improvisation for them. Where's the room for improvement? I don't see any. But, I can't do that. When a case comes to a judge, he's bound to give an order to either side of the party. Either he has to rule in favor or rule against. So as a general evaluator, I'm supposed to evaluate you and I am supposed to deliver what I felt the rooms of improvement are. So first up, Toastmaster Soumini. You were the evaluator for Toastmaster Kriti. And it was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful evaluation which you gave. You covered the objectives which Toastmasters Kriti had to cover. You had in place. You made sure that, you connected her pathway level, which of course you mentioned that she was the only one who was having this presentation mastery. That was very meticulous of you, going in depth, with the speakers, evaluating forms which you get and reading which pathway level they are, shows that, that you had prepared for being evaluator to that role. That even shows that you had read meticulously what our objectives are, and that showed in your evaluation. I almost forgot. Congratulations on completing on time. First off, I had to congratulate that on that first. But probably that was the only room for improvement, and you did it. So, I am left with no choice. Congratulations on that. What I would suggest you is only one area. You may start with announcing the speaker that they have congratulating them that they have completed their speech and they have achieved their objectives, which I didn't find in evaluation report. Maybe by towards the end you congratulated them, but somewhere in the evaluation report we need to tell them that look here, you've completed your speech and you met the objectives, so congratulations, and you are elevated in your pathway. I believe that's the only area I would I can suggest you. Otherwise, a wonderful evaluation from your side. You use the sandwich method. You said her all the goods she had. You know, sprinkled some areas of improvement which she could do, and those were also precise and to the point. So I believe, you know, you worked on the timing, and that's why making it precise and to the point has led you to cover within the time. Many congratulations, Toastmaster Swamini. Ritik, Toastmaster Ritik, another beautiful evaluation I've ever seen. Very calm, composed, beautifully delivered. You know, giving this is one of the best ways I've seen evaluator congratulate you know, the speaker that they've achieved something. What a wonderful way on first congratulating Toastmaster Darshini in a very novel idea, and then wishing us all good evening. That's a very, you know, you got my attention there, and I believe you got the attention of all the members there. That's a very nice way. As evaluator, your first duty is to your speaker, and you did the right thing, I should say. You've covered the objectives, you know, you've covered where I cannot say that you've covered the objectives. You've said her strength and weakness in the precise manner. You used the sandwich method. You said her where all Toastmaster, you know, Darshini excelled. And then coming to the weaknesses, you precisely said her. You even give her a challenge. That's the right way to evaluate a speaker. The only thing I would suggest you is when you're evaluating, especially in this segment, evaluation and feedback, you should understand the evaluator's job first is to announce whether they have, you know, achieved the objectives which were noted down by the earlier evaluator. That's your job evaluating this speech. Anything more is additional. As an evaluator, you may tell her, you may inform her, but this is the must part. In feedback segment of this level, you're supposed to check whether she has worked on the recommendations which was given by the earlier evaluator. So this somewhere, you know, I found only a sentence by the end telling that, you know, she's achieved and she's worked on that. Kindly, when you're looking at evaluations, please look at the levels and the pathways they are. If it's a, you know, a level where this has 2 speeches and you need to get inputs from the earlier evaluation, take a day and, you know, read through the evaluation or ask the speaker what were the recommendations given by the earlier speaker. So you can do justice to it. Otherwise, a beautiful way to evaluate. Many congratulations to you. Now, before I go to the Toastmaster of the day, I'd like to evaluate the table topic speakers, because we don't have a table topics evaluator, and I did not find the table topic master, you know, give a feedback to the speakers. So I took the onus on me to talk about the table topic speakers. Once again, I congratulate Tarun to be so proactive in coming on table topic session and delivering a speech. That's very courageous of you, Tarun. Many congratulations. The beautiful thing about the table topic session is you immediately, you know, took the 30 seconds which everybody is giving. Most of us, we panic. We don't take that very important 30 seconds, you know, to get out of the panic situation, put our thoughts together and deliver a speech. You know, that's why the 30 seconds are given. We are supposed to use it. I've seen, if we call for 100 speakers, we don't even see 10 speakers using the 30 seconds. That's a wonderful way. You had your, you know, you had the calmness required in such a situation. Beautiful delivery. And a personal story. See, you were calm and you could reach out that moment, you know, when you used calmness in your life and you put the story of the 18 kilometers. I should say it's all in the mind. Beautifully done, Tarun. Congratulations on it. Kirtana, congratulations. You've also become an underdog of ours. You become the phoenix. You always come up and take this table topics. While we all, you know, try to turn off our cameras and, you know, start looking here and there. You know, Kirtana comes in, no, don't bother if I'm a Gramenier and whatever, but I am delivering a table topic session. Many congratulations, Kirtana. That's really good of you. Once again, you also delivered, you know, somewhere to connect a personal story. That's the right way to go about impromptu speakings, you know. And you immediately connect with an audience. If you speak of something which they have read, you've read, or a common subject, we all have our own, you know, opinions about it. But when it comes to a personal story, I cannot have an opinion. I cannot. I'm supposed to accept what you're saying. That's your story. That's your emotion. So that's the right way to go. Many congratulations, Kirtana. Toastmaster Shanti. Ma'am, I just cannot believe it. First session at VTC, you're coming and you're delivering a table topic session. I used to, you know, congratulations, ma'am. Thank you. I used to run away when the table topic session used to be there. I used to shy away. I used to look, so sorry, I am not able to hear. My network is lost. Many congratulations, ma'am. That really goes a long way. Table topics is one, even renowned speakers are afraid of, because they may be able to speak, but they're afraid to face the situation that just like that, I'll be given a topic and I need to deliver. Probably they're too much bothered about their own image, so they're not able to do it. And you showed the way by joining us, being the senior most, a PhD, joining us here, and you showed the way again by, coming up immediately to deliver a table topic session. Wonderful, ma'am. Many congratulations. And also, sorry, I know that we were not able to explain you that table topics you can speak for up to 2 minutes. The minimum is 1 minute. But nevertheless, you are a winner today, even if you're not qualified, because none of us could have ever taken a table topic session in the very first meeting. Congratulations, ma'am. Toastmaster Darshini. What should we call you? Wasn't one spectacular speech enough for you? I mean, the way you delivered your speech was, we were not even out of that, that kind of awe, and you came up with another speech on table topics. A speaker who's shivering to give her own speech, who are afraid, and we are like, I have to deliver speech now. You finished it and you come back with the table topics. Wonderful. Many congratulations. Same. The beautiful point about today's table topic session is all the 4 speakers, they connected to the theme, because Toastmaster Devendran was so well judged themes she had given, that we call all come around the theme and deliver, adding a personal story and making us feel all good. The beautiful thing I'd like to note on your table topic session is that by the end you connected us all. You said that we all should be thankful for being safe in this pandemic. That's a wonderful way for a speaker to connect to his larger audience. You started with your own speech, you ended with us. And coming to the relevant point, today's prevalent times and the theme, beautiful way. Many congratulations, Darshini. Finally, let me come to the star of the day, Toastmaster Bharat, TMOD. Toastmaster Bharat, I should tell you that I don't know where you get this, ideas for the themes. So relevant in the present scenario. We all amidst lockdown, the second wave, which is so scary. We've been hearing very bad news, and we all are afraid. And secondly, we are so stressed by sitting at home. It's so dreadful to sit in one place. The idea of being locked in itself is so stressing. Keep calm could have been, there never could have been a better time, to have a theme on this meeting. Keep calm. It's a wonderful theme, beautifully planned. I should appreciate for bringing up this theme. It's beneficial for all the members. This shows the Toastmasters meeting is not only about communication skills and leadership qualities. It's about taking home some lessons. It's about learning a few things about life, and it's about having a community where you can come and feel good, de-stress yourselves. Wonderful approach at the theme. Coming to the presentation, the agenda which you delivered, I should tell you that the meeting had all the speakers and role players deliver more content than the TMOD could have. If I could weigh the content which was delivered by the TMOD and the content delivered by all the the role players took at least 10 times of the content which the TMOD had given. It's supposed to be a TMOD's day. He is the master, he is the moderator, he is running the show, and he has to have the complete control. He has to take the show today. Taking out the speakers of the day who are always the stars of the day. TMOD has the maximum limelight. He gets the maximum opportunity to speak. He gets the opportunity to call everyone there. That's a spot we'd all like to be. But I did not find the content which could have been delivered on such a lovely theme. You could have delivered a lot more. Introduction. I did not see any introduction. Immediately after the PO handed over, I just saw that keep calm. I saw a very good act. I thought we are having a big show that you started with. I was like amazed. We're going to have a wonderful show today. But I did not find any content there, and you immediately handed over to the G. Next up coming, I thought, okay, we'll have a content somewhere after the G is done. But immediately what I saw is that you call the speakers. So I did not find the content even there. And I was waiting, okay, let before the table topics, probably we're going to have some content. I did not find the content there. Again, the table topics master was called, and I did not find the content. Finally, after the table topics session was done, we have a conclusion. So I did not find the introduction, I did not find the main content, and we are at the conclusion. But I should say that the conclusion which you delivered had covered all the three areas. You had the introduction there, you had the main content there, and you had the conclusion there. All you had to do is deliver that in parts. You could have taken a few of those points at the introduction, put a few of those in the middle, and come to the conclusion. You had everything in place, but you had to deliver in different parts. That could have made the journey, it did not feel heavy. It should not feel heavy when the Toastmaster of the day speaks. It should come in bits and pieces. You get this 2-minute window, in between sessions, in between speakers, in between role models, and you try to give this 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, 1 minute, 1.5 minutes. But you try to compress all these things towards the end. So I would suggest you that, when you're bringing with such a wonderful theme that's so precise, so relevant to the present time, you should start working on the content. And once you have a content, please take time and look at the content, and you divide it into 3 segments. How will I introduce the content? How will I introduce the theme? How will I talk about the theme? And finally, how would I tune everything, weave everything towards the conclusion? And the best way to do it is add a personal story about keeping calm in between. That could have been a wonderful way to deliver. These are my suggestions to you, Toastmaster of the day. But many congratulations on bringing up such a relevant theme. It should all we are all taking home this lesson that under these adversities are the times that we should keep calm. That's it from my end, and a special mention about recommendations to myself is to keep my general affairs reports a bit concise, because it gets too boring at the end of the day. Thank you very much. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for taking more time and give a detailed report to each and every role players and the speakers, and made the platform very helpful and made it a learning thing for everyone. So congrats, Toastmaster Vijay Suvarna. So now we almost reached the end of the session. So at the end of the session, I would like to say just 3 key tips for being calm. So the first thing is that meditation. So people who think meditation is just crossing your legs and thinking for 4 hours and just completely closing your eyes and chanting for Om, then you're the most piteous person in the world. So it is just, even if you're sitting for a few minutes and focusing on your breath, and that will be a beneficial thing, and that is known to be the meditation. And moving on to the second tip, practice gratitude. So you should always be grateful for whatever you had in your life. Even though it is very small, you should be really thankful for what you have, because people like you, maybe the small thing you had is a big one for the people who don't have. So just be grateful for whatever you have, and that will ultimately bring you a positive thought, and that will make you remain calm in your life. And the third tip is that surround yourself with positive people. Probably you may have people like you may feel always stressed just by being around with them. You cannot cut them in your entire life, but what you can do is that you can spend a less amount of time with those people, and you can spend more time with the people who are your family, friends, and the people who motivates you. So I hope with all these techniques, you can all remain calm in your life and achieve great success. And finally, I will have a request from all of you. Please, all of you, just turn on your cameras. And Xiaomini, please take the screenshot when I tell.
I'll do it. I'm doing the snipping tool.
Yeah, cool. So I want to make this session special. So I want all of you just to keep your mouth shut like a monkey. Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Darshini, for the picture. So, guys, I hope I have made you guys understand how can you be calm. And thanks for listening to the content by being calm. And finally, this is the Keep Calm session is getting over. And over to the president of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Indeed, it has been a wonderful session, and it's glad to have all of you here today. All the guests, it's been a wonderful time to have you all along. So many, have you done with the?
I've only received 9 responses. We are 9, 10.
May I request everyone to kindly?
You can go to the chat to see the Google form link. Go to the link and please vote on the ballot for today's winners.
Everyone is kindly requested to kindly fill the ballot forms which is being shared by Toastmaster Somini.
Those of you who've done, can you raise your hand? Using the raise hand feature.
Tarun, have you filled the ballot forms? Kirtana, have you filled the ballot forms? Somini, have you filled the ballot forms?
Yes.
Anandan sir, have you filled the ballot forms, sir?
I'm not having that thing. I'm just having the option of put me on hold, share, raise hand, turning off incoming videos at dial pad and meeting views.
Sir, I've sent you on WhatsApp personal chat.
WhatsApp. Oh, I have to go to WhatsApp. Okay.
Kirtana, I believe you filled. Somini, is it only one which is pending?
Yes, sir. Only one.
Okay, we can wait for 2 minutes. Meanwhile, any guest, would you like to share a few words with you if you want to?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Sorry,
Yes,
initially you had to call. Suddenly, unexpected, I will not say anything. But this different sessions, different speaks, different types of material, similar like different types of topics. I'm not expecting differently. First time only I think on that day, that seminar also very much difficult. What reason they have to discuss all the people who are coming, because we have to seminar means only one people express his knowledge. But here, what happened? What reason we all are discussing? I don't know that. I'm not understanding on that day. Today also differently. I have to feel what reason they have to differently. But it will improve all the things. It is useful to us.
Definitely, ma'am. As you attend more and more sessions, it will become clearer to you. The roles will become clearer to you. And once you know the roles, you'll understand what's happening around. And we'll probably try to explain the roles, more at a more convenient way so that it makes more sense to you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
Somini, can we go ahead?
I've sent you on WhatsApp.
Right, we have got the ballot winners for the day. First off, the best speaker of the day. Who else could it be? Toastmaster Darshini, many congratulations on being the best speaker of the day. You really aced your speech. The best table topic session speaker. Toastmaster Darshini, what are you doing today? Walking away. Thank God you don't have a role today.
Everybody can unmute and clap, as Toastmaster Ritik suggested in one of his GE reports.
Next off, we have the best tag role player. The first time role player, Toastmaster Tarun. Many congratulations, Tarun. Best evaluator, the man who stole the show away, Toastmaster Ritik. Many congratulations on that. And for the best role player, Somini is gonna announce that.
The best role player award goes to the most lengthiest GE report. Toastmaster Vijay.
Thank you, friends. Congratulations to all the speakers, all the role players, and special congratulations to all the award winner ballot winners today. It was indeed a wonderful session, and thankful for all the guests who've joined. I hope they enjoyed the show, and we expect, we look forward to have you more on our sessions. Shanti ma'am, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to your participation and
Thank you,
continued learning process. Thank you very much. Tarun.
Sir, that is a mentor, sir, when you have to select or how,
No,
sir?
we will keep you informed after the meeting, ma'am. I'll get to you after the meeting. Thank you. Toastmaster Tarun, many congratulations to you on your first role and stealing the show for the role. Indeed, it shows that how meticulously you worked for it and hard work pays. This was indeed a very good session. Thank you for joining. And with this, let me close the session number 81. Thank you, guys.
Tarun? Tarun? Are you there, Tarun?
Tarun, can you unmute and speak?
Tarun?
Yes, sir, he's here.
I will stop the recording.
Yes.
Yes. Tarun, can you hear me?